morning to all of you. Today we are going to start our new chapter number 2. But before starting the lesson, I want to share some instructions with you. The instructions are: be attentive and listen carefully. No disturbance during teaching. If you have any query, so you may ask after teaching. Listen complete teaching with full attention. Don't involve other activities during teaching. You have to sit along your required subject book, copy, rough copy, and proper stationery box. You can ask question by writing in the chat box. Take a screenshot of each slide. Okay, for your help you should take the screenshots of each slide. Okay, now we are going to start the lesson. This is our chapter number 2, parts of computer, and also lesson number 2. It is present in book page number 11 to 21. Topics of the day are parts of computer, input and output devices, UPS, storage devices. Today we will learn these all things. Okay, now you know that in the previous chapter, we did the different things. Now, let us learn about the parts of computer. But first, we should know what is part. What is parts? An amount or section which, when combined with others, make up the whole of something. Means that when the things combine together, they make up the whole of something. Now, I have example for you about the parts. The parts of our body. These are our parts of body. When they are joined together, they make up the whole of our body. What are the parts? Hair, eyebrow, nose, teeth, neck, chest, stomach, finger, leg, foot, toe, knee, waist, hand, elbow, shoulder, chin, mouth, ear, eye, and forehead. These all are our parts of body, and when they are together, they make up our whole body. Like this, we have a computer. It is a machine with 4 main parts, and you can see this. This is a computer, and it has 4 main parts. What are these? Monitor, CPU, keyboard, and mouse. These all are the 4 main parts of computer. When all of them together make a computer system. When they all combine together, they make up a computer system. All of these parts are generally connected by wires to make them work. Let us study these parts one by one. And you know, in these days, there are wireless mouse devices and mouse and keyboard. We can in these days we can get the mouse and keyboard without the wire. Now I'm going to define these parts one by one. First one is monitor. This is a monitor, and it is a part of computer. It is called a visual display unit. Visual display unit means VDU. The short name of the visual display unit is VDU. V for visual, D for display, and U for unit. The abbreviation of visual display unit is VDU. It displays words and pictures, and we can also watch cartoons, films on the monitor. You know that it looks like a television. As we see the cartoons, movies, dramas on the TV, like this, we can see all of these things on the monitor screen on our choice. Whatever we want to see, we can see on the monitor screen. Now, the next one is CPU. This is a CPU and CPU cabinet. In your book, its name is CPU cabinet, and it is also called and also known as CPU box. Why we call it CPU box? Because it's look like a box. It's look like a box. That's why we also called it CPU box. CPU contains the central processing unit. We call it CPU, but the complete name of CPU is Central Processing Unit. Central Processing Unit. C for central, P for processing, and U for unit. It is the complete name of CPU. It is the brain of computer. It controls all the other parts of the computer. Why we call it computer? Do you know in our body we also have a brain which control our all parts of the body. Like this, CPU is the brain of computer. All the other parts are connected with the CPU. If we don't have CPU, so other parts will not able to work. Our other parts will not able to work. Okay, CPU is the main part of the computer. Now next one is keyboard. What is this? This is a keyboard. This is a keyboard. It has many buttons called keys. You can see on the keyboard there are many buttons, but we don't call them buttons. These are called the keys. These are called the keys. You can remember it by the name of keyboard. We call it keyboard. So it means it has keys, don't have buttons. A keyboard has different kind of keys. These keys are used to type numbers, letters and other symbols. You can see here we have the number keys of two bunches. First is on the left side and the top of the alphabet keys, and the second is right side of the keyboard. These two are the number keys, and we also have the alphabet keys. Under the number keys we type by using these keys, and the symbol keys, the number keys have the symbols. Number keys have the symbol. By using these keys we can type the numbers and symbols also. How we will learn these in the next class. Okay. Whatever we type on the keyboard, we can see it on the monitor screen. Keyboard is a part of computer and it is used to type only. But whatever we are typing on the keyboard, we can see the result on the monitor screen. We can see the result on the monitor screen. The next, I have activity about the keyboard. What is this? It is present in your book, page number 13. You can open your book and see in your book page number 13 you have an activity. What is the activity? Use the given color code to color the keyboard. The color codes are given to you and the keys are highlighted, so you will use the given colors to color the keyboard. You have to color the number keys, alphabet keys, space bar, enter key, backspace key and delete key. Which colors you will use? In the number keys, you will use the blue color. How? See here. You know that these all are the number keys and you will use the blue color in these all keys, and also in the right side of the keyboard you have also the number keys. You can also do the coloring blue color in these keys also. Okay. The both sides you will use the blue color in the number keys. The next one is alphabet keys. Alphabet keys, which are the alphabet keys are starting from Q. Alphabet keys are starting from Q. You will start coloring from Q to M. Q to M. Only use the alphabet keys to color it green. Use the color green in these all keys. Okay. Next one is space bar. Where is the space bar? Space bar is the longest key. You know very well. It's the longest key on the keyboard. You will color it red. Space bar, you will use the color red. Next is enter key. You will use the yellow color in the enter key. This is a enter key and you will use the yellow color. Next is which one? Backspace key. Which is the backspace key? This is a backspace key and you will color it purple. You will use the purple color. Okay. Next is delete key. Use the orange color in the delete key. Like this, you will use these different colors which are given in the book. You will follow them and complete this activity. Okay. Now, the next one is mouse. This is a mouse with a mouse pad. This is a mouse with a mouse pad. Now, it is a pointing device. It is a pointing device. How? You can see a pointer on the screen which is moving on the mouse pad. Can you see it? Yes, this is a pointer. and it's moved by the help of mouse. When we move the mouse, so pointer moves on the screen. So that's why it is called a pointing device, and we point out the things by using the mouse. So that's why we call it a pointing device. It helps us to point at things on the monitor. It helps us to point at things on the monitor, as I am doing now. As I am pointing things on the monitor, so these working are doing by the mouse, and that's why it is called a pointing device. It is also used to click and drag. Drag means move things on the computer screen. You can also click by using the mouse, and you can also move the things from one place to another on the monitor screen by the help of mouse. It can help to draw pictures too, means you can help the pictures by the help of mouse. It can be handled better when you keep it on a mouse pad because it moves well on a smooth surface. Mouse pad is necessary for a mouse if you are working, because mouse pad keep the mouse work properly. Okay, when we have a mouse pad, so our computer mouse works very properly. Okay, now the next is, I have defined all the four devices, four main parts of the computer. Now I have some more devices. Beside these four main parts, the computer has other devices that help it perform different functions. Now let us learn about some helping devices that help a computer perform different functions. Now, what are these? First one is printer. This is a printer. What is this? This is a printer, and it is used to take a copy, usually on a sheet of paper, of the information stored in your computer. What is this saying? That this is a printer, and whatever we have on our monitor screen, we have typed by the keyboard. Whatever we have typed by using the keyboard, and we can see it on the monitor screen, and we want it on a paper or sheet, so we will use the printer. Means that this working I have on the screen and I want it on a paper, so I will use the printer to take a printout of that thing. This copy on paper is called a printout. If I will take the printout of this thing, so I will use a printer and I will take all things on the paper. The working of printout is take a copy on paper, whatever we have present on the monitor screen, and this copy is called printout. Now, next is microphone. What is microphone? This is a microphone. This is a microphone, and it is used to record different sound. Microphone is used to record different sound. We can speak in it, and we can also record the sound by the help of microphone. Next one, speakers. What are speakers? These are speakers. These are speakers, and they are used to listen, record sound as well as music. You all use your speakers to listen the loud music. If you want to listen the loud music, so you will use the speakers. Okay. Now, headphones. What are headphones? These are headphones, and they are used to listen to recorded sound as well as music without disturbing others. We are using the word here, without disturbing others. If we want to listen the loud music, so we will use the speakers. But if we don't want to disturb other persons, we will use the headphones to listen the music. Only one person who is wearing the headphones can hear the music or recorded sound. Means when we wear the headphones, so we can only listen the music. We will not disturb the other people who are sitting along us. Okay. Now, multimedia. What is multimedia? Let's see. What is this? This is a microphone. We have learned it. Speakers and headset. These are the things: microphone, speakers and headset. Why we are calling it headset? Because it has a microphone also. We have a headphone and with the microphone. So that's why it is called a headset. and these devices are the part of multimedia. These devices are the part of multimedia. Multi means many. Multi is a usage of more than one form of communication at the same time. Means that at the same time we are using the two devices together, so they are a part of multimedia. Means that we are using a microphone with a speaker. We are speaking something, we are saying something, and we want to deliver it to the other peoples, so we will use a speaker with the microphone. So these two are together called the multimedia devices. And also if we are using the headset, we are listening and we are speaking by the headphones, so it is also a multimedia device. Multi means many, we know, and computer system allow us to hear sound and watch movies beside letting us read text on the monitor. All of them, all at the same time. Means at the same time we can read, we can listen, and we can speak the things on the computer. And this is called the multimedia. Okay. Now I have the next topic, input and output devices. Our next topic is input and output devices. What are input devices? Let's see. We have learned the different parts of computer, and these are also called the input and output devices. What are the input devices? Keyboard, mouse, and microphone. These all are called the input devices. What is the definition of input devices? Devices that are used to enter data into the computer are called input devices. Devices that are used to enter data into the computer are called input devices. You know that by the keyboard you enter the letters, numbers, and that's why it is called an input device. Mouse you use to point out the things, select the things, open the files. That's why it is called a point input device. And microphone you use to deliver your sound and record your sound. So that's why it is called an input device. Now, hope you have understood the input devices. Now, next are output devices. Let's see the output devices. Monitor, printer, speakers, and headphones. These four are the output devices. These four are the output devices. What is the definition of output devices? Devices that are used to give output. The output may be in the form of words, letter, images, or sound. Devices that are used to give output. The output may be in the form of words, letter, images, or sound. These all are the output devices. As you know, by the help of monitor and printer, we can see the words, letter, and images. On the monitor, we can only see the words, letter, and images and on the screen. But by the printer, we can take it on the paper sheet. We can take the letters, words, images on the paper sheet. So it is called a output device. And by the help of speakers and headphone, we can listen the sound. So that's why these are called the output devices. Have you understood what are input devices and what are output devices? Okay, now we are moving towards the next. UPS. You have listened this name, I think, and you have seen mostly people have UPS in their room. And why you use the UPS? See the UPS. This is a UPS, and UPS stand for uninterrupted power supply. UPS stands for uninterrupted power supply. This is a full form of UPS. U for uninterrupted, P for power, S for supply. The short name of uninterrupted power supply is UPS. UPS keep the computer working for some time even after the electricity goes off. Not only the computer, we also connected with our other home electric materials to keep them working. If there is no electricity, so we use a UPS to keep our things working, and mostly we use it for the with the computer to keep it working. Okay, so what is the work of UPS? UPS is help to do the things working. Okay, and it save the energy in it for some time. Okay, now we have the next topic. What is this? I will share it at the end, but see what is this? USB flash drive. You have listened the name of USB, and it is also called the flash drive. Next is hard disk, floppy disk, compact disc means CDs, digital video disc means DVDs. What are these? All what these are called? What what we call them? These all are the storage devices. These all are the storage devices. We store the things in these all things. We store the things in them. What is the meaning of storage? I think you have listened the word store. You have listened the word store. What is the meaning of store? Means that we keep the things them. Store means we keep the things in them. And the storage devices are used to store the information or data permanently. These are used to store the data permanently. Now I am going to define them one by one. Okay, what is this? Have you seen it before? No. Now, what its name? It is a hard disk. What is this? It is a hard disk. A hard disk is like a box. It fits inside the CPU cabinet. When you save a file on the computer, it is saved on the hard disk. Means that it is saved. It is inside your CPU cabinet. It is fixed inside your CPU cabinet, and whatever you have saving in your computer is saved into the hard disk. It's saved into the hard disk. Now, what is this? This is a floppy disk. This is a floppy disk, and it is a flexible, removable magnetic disk. Removable means we can take it out from the CPU. Hard disk is fixed inside the CPU, but floppy disks we can take it out. We can remove it from the CPU. That's why it is a removable magnetic disk. Typically enhanced in a hard plastic shell. You can see it is in a hard plastic shell, and it is used for storing data, and it is square in shape. You can see its shape. It is square in shape. Now, what is next? CD. This is a CD. CD is also called a compact disc. The complete name of CD is compact disc. The complete name of CD is compact disc. Okay. A small optical disc usually containing recorded music or computer data. A CD can store more information than a floppy disk. CD is also a storage device, and it stores more data and more information than a floppy disk. Okay, and we can store the music, documents, all the things in the CD. Now, the next one is DVD. DVD is also called digital video disc. DVD is also called digital video disc, and a type of compact disc able to store large amount of data, especially high resolution audio visual material. Means that we can store large amount of data in the DVD than the CD. DVD can store more data than CD. Okay. Now, what is this? This is a flash drive. This is a flash drive, and also called USB, and also called USB. Now, a USB is also called a flash drive. It helps us to store data and carry the data with us in our pocket. Means that it is very small, and we can take it easily in our pocket with our data. It can store more data than CD and DVD. It means that USB has a large amount of storage, and it can store more data than CD and DVD. This is our today's lesson. Hope you have understood all the things. If you have any query or any problem, so you can ask me in the chat box. Now I am going to share the home task with you. What is the home task? First, you have to make a title page in your fair copy, then leave one page. After making the title page in your fair copy, okay, fair copy, and then leave one page. After, after it, start the short question answers. What are the short question answers? Question number one is, what are the four main parts of computer? What are the four main parts of computer? You know very well, monitor, CPU, keyboard and mouse are the four main parts of the computer. We are not talking about the other devices or helping devices, only the main parts. Okay. Question number two, list two uses of mouse. List two uses of mouse. Okay. Question number three, write two lines about monitor. Write two lines about monitor. Question number four, explain CD and DVD. Explain CD and DVD. Question number five, what is USB? What is USB? These are the short question answers and you will do them in your fair copy. Now the descriptive question answers are, question number one is, explain the following: floppy disk, hard disk, UPS. You have to define and explain these three. And then question number two is, define input and output devices with examples. As I have explained the input and output devices in the slide with the examples, you have to also define them with the examples in your fair copy in the descriptive question answers. Okay, and then you have to do the book exercises in page number 19 and 20. You have to solve the book exercises on book page number 19 and 20. You will do the question number 1. Here you have to find a way. Question number 2, you have to do the true false. Question number 3, choose the correct option and leave the question answers. I have shared the question answers in the slide. Okay, just do the question number 3. Okay, till question number 3. Yeah, means question number 1, 2, 3 in book. You will solve them in your book. Book exercises will be done in the book, and the question which I have shared in the slide, short question answers and descriptive question answers, you will do in your fair copy. Okay, now the next one is activity based question. Next one is activity based question, and the question is, complete the table. Complete the table. What you have to do here, I have given you the different terms and you have to write their uses. I have written the different terms and you will write their uses. What are the terms? Printer, microphone, speaker, device, headphones. These five are the terms and you will define them here. You will write only the uses of these devices. Okay, only uses, and you can get the help for the answers in your book page number 19. In your book page number 19, you can get the help for the answers. If you want to write the uses or define anything, you will take the answers from book page number 19. Tricky terms, okay, tricky terms you will use for getting the answers. If there is no answer, so you will use the book chapter number 2, the working of book chapter number 2. Okay, chapter number 2 you will use to write the answers. Okay, this is our today's lesson. Hope you have understood all the things, and if you have any problems you may ask. Now I am going to one thing, sharing one thing, input and output devices. I am going to share with you input and output devices. These are the output devices. These are the input devices. You will define them like this in your copy, and output devices you will define like this in your copy. Okay, understood? Now, I think you have understood. This is our lesson. Hope you have understood all the things. Now, thanks and have a nice day.